Set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Cleveland. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set, 420. Check. Watch 54. Hey, tight down.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 26. Check 20. Regular.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cornelder. Trying to get it to Landry there. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Cut. 8. No. Express. Watch out.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Wright's got it. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The end result, 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Get this. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Eight. Shift. Watch the shift. 20.
Check 24. Check 24.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the one. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
How about this Browns defense? They've held so far. This is now 3rd and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating what we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
We got this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
At the 30-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield. He'll let it go deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley, 70 yards. As his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's got a 1st down and more past the 30. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. He was trying to go back to more there. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's McCaffrey. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. The quick slant caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
They're going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end.
Slam.
They'll run with Scarlett. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
Buster!
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Watch twist. Watch twist. Get it.
They'll try to punch it in with Davis. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers have taken the lead. No success on first down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They give the Chubb out of the gun. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
That's it. That's it. Big hit. Run.
That's a gain of 6.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I started Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
Hey. We got 3. Three down.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
It's 4th down.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. You're not ready.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. Landry, the intended target. He throwing that pick, rolling right, throwing across his body.
And you know that your dad taught you that in the backyard when you were a tyke.
Yep.
Don't do it.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 32 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Browns take over.
Let's go. Let's do this.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Alert! Check, 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 check. Check, check.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's where you belong.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
From the 29, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
It's now third down.
Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where it came from.
54's Mike.
They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Mayfield now. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Mayfield and this Browns offense staring at a 3rd and long now after the sack.
Pistol.
3rd and long for Mayfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. He was looking for Landry that time.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Buying time to his left. He'll run it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Newton. And he's going to go down again. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, we got 3 down. Kill. Greg.
Check.
20.
Slam.
Throwing is Newton. Complete to right. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. 4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff.
The Browns take over.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Sponge, no.
Back to the ground on first, it's McCaffrey. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Olivier Vernon brings him down. From the 38, Newton. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now. That's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards, first down, Panthers. Newton now to throw. Taking a shot for Samuel. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They run it again with Chubb. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
Watch the twist.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He wasn't ready. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
They'll go screen here to Hunt. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to fourth down.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4".
He'll try and throw for it here. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. First down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Mayfield tosses one complete to Landry. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Brian Burns picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on 1st down, Mayfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Try to get it to Landry there.
1st and 10 at their own 6-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
20.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Here's Newton. Forced out to his left. He may try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on 4th.
Watch twist. Express.
Check 50.
Look at it.
The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton. And it is incomplete. Denzel Ward, Pro Bowler, is a rookie there to bat that one away. Well, Charles, I guess the only thing I can think there is they've got a 3-score lead, and they're saying, well, we're not going to lose this, so let's have some fun. I don't know why you go for it.
I think that's as good an explanation as any, and we all know that certain coaches are more aggressive than others. That call to me, the fantasy.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt there to make the grab. And the Browns get a score closer. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Tackle made by Demarius Randall. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. Throwing on second down, Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Gano the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Browns 14. Graham Gano in the kickoff for Carolina.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Browns take over.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Let's keep it up. Huddle up, baby. Let's get this. Let's get this.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, 52 yards. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Extra point try good by Gano. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Real.
Mayfield. Now a desperation throw deep down. And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
At their own 44-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off.
Brandon, these cornerbacks have their hands full all afternoon long, but they finally get a measure of revenge as he gets himself in a nice spot. He's able to get 2 hands on the football and pick it off.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 26. The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001, to throw 7 picks. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Gano for the extra point. And they're able to up the lead by 1 more.
Makes the score Panthers 45, Browns 14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be taken short. And not a good return here. He is brought down at the 7-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try to put points on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. throwing. Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds.
Let's go, boys. Bring it
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
Zero.
Steps away to his left. Now Mayfield lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And he's got room. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
don't forget.
And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
What's my name? What's my name?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Throwing here, Newton. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down.